Hey guys, welcome. Bringing you a general reading for the collective of Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Normally not date or time specific. This one isn't as well. It's just that I trust whenever you come upon it, if it resonates for you, if it's your storyline, it's very likely your message at that time. We are all on different timelines. So I just like to let you know that. However, we do have the beautiful, literally once in a lifetime conjunction of Neptune and Jupiter in Pisces at 23 degrees 59 minutes of Pisces. Both those planets are very at home in that sign. We have spiritual expansion, Neptune, Jupiter. We have opportunities for manifesting our wildest dreams, Pisces. We have connecting to ourselves deeply as one with the divine and all others. That is also very Piscean, lots of energy around creativity. Also, Pisces rules the 12th house. So what I want to say about that connection, even though those planets aren't there at this time, is that the 12th house is also about our repressed self, you know, things we don't like to look at within ourselves, things we often repress or suppress, push down, or that we work very hard to conceal from others. So those things may be rising up to be dissolved at this time. If you're feeling any of that energy, especially Aquarians might, go with it. Let it happen. Let it dissolve. So I just want to let you know that is happening. We are also moving toward the full moon in Libra at the end of the week. So lots of cosmic events happening right now, all for the better. We begin a new 12 to 13 year cycle with this particular conjunction, so that's very auspicious as well. So what I'm going to do is pull from Sacred Traveler. We're looking forward. I'm just feeling called to look toward the future. Quite a few signs are getting the same cards. It's almost like a little bit of a leapfrog. There's been a doubling of some specific energies, which I feel is because it's a collective. We're tapping into collective energy. This one in particular, Desert Passage, trust there's a divine plan, because you've just come through so much. And if we're looking forward, it may seem like we're entering a desert, right? Where we're not really sure where we're headed. It's foreign territory. So please trust, Aquarius, there is a divine plan. Believe in magic, journey by moonlight, of course. We've got that full moon coming up. This feels very much connected to that. And uncovering treasure. Beneath the surface lies great bounty. What was I just talking about with 12th house energy? Which is what Pisces rules. Uncovered buried treasure. Things you may be tamping down, suppressing, repressing, or trying to kind of not pay attention to, may be treasure. May be buried treasure. I know. So, I like your oracle. It feels like there's something pretty powerful coming through, maybe even magical, and you're just going to have to trust that there is a divine plan. Of course, you already know that. So let's see what's going on for you, Aquarius. I'm pulling the split spread here. I will walk you through it once I get all the cards pulled. Oh, wow. Okay. Looks good. Very interesting. Bottom of the deck, 9 of Pentacles. There's some energy here where you're kind of comfortable on your own. You're kind of moving in this new direction, feeling empowered, knowing how to make things happen for yourself. This is the single person of the tarot, unattached. Lots of suitors, mind you, but none that stay. So that's the energy with the 9 of Pentacles. I am going to suggest that this is the Aquarian side, although for some of you it can come through reversed, especially if you're here as a cross watcher. Whichever side resonates more with you, just claim it, and the other is that of your divine counterpart. So we've got someone here who's showing up the reading with lots of insecurities, being triggered at this time, lots of uncertainty, apprehension. There are things that are hidden from this person, and I feel it's like getting under their skin. In the past, Eight of Pentacles, they may have been trying to work through it, to solve problems, to give it their attention, but I'm not sure it came off very well, and that's why they're still in the dark. Here and going forward, present and future, we've got this Eight of Wands and an Eight of Swords. It's kind of hard to communicate from fear, first of all, right? But second of all, what I feel is happening here is this person is going to end up stuck. And the stuck energy is because they have lots of doubts, lots of self-doubts, lots of messages playing on a loop in their mind telling them that they're not doing it right, or they haven't thought it all the way through, or, you know, yada, 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 whatever messages. But this is someone who wants to reach out and communicate, but doesn't know how to go about doing that. And they just get stuck and they get thrown back into a loop. So I feel this is someone who may have tried in the past to work something through, may have not figured it out quite fully, and therefore they operate in that shadow of the moon, never feeling secure or certain about their approach. And so they get a little inspiration to reach out, and then they fall back into self-doubt. Maybe overthinking the situation. If that sounds like someone you know, then this may be your story. Here is your energy. Five of Cups. This was very prominent in the Jupiter and Neptune reading that I uploaded to the channel. It's there. This was a very big player in both the main spread as well as the extended. I went Aries through Pisces. I did a yes/no question about manifesting reunion for the Twin Flame Collective. This was one of the cards that came out as a, well, if you keep looking in the past, that's where you're going to stay. So if you haven't seen that reading, you might want to check it out, especially because we're in the conjunction energy as I record this. So there's some either grief, loss, sorrow, regrets, mistakes, but it's all backwards facing, Aquarius. I feel something ended here in the past, the Death card. Right now you're in consideration of someone who's the keeper of your heart. This could be your energy, but it feels like it's more about this person and their emotional availability or lack thereof. I feel like you're waiting for a level playing field. I feel like there's something that's been out of balance. You may be working through integrating everything that's gone along the way, which may be why you're showing up looking in the rearview mirror. I will suggest to you that with this conjunction and the position of the conjunction is hitting the north and south node of the moon. Very favorable geometry, by the way, so it's positive, but it's positively allowing us to let go of the past. The trine from the two planets together in Pisces, the trine to the south node is an easy geometry of release. So I'm going to suggest that you may want to focus on that and release the past. And I think that will open up a lot of energy, and that may help this person get unstuck by proxy. You do realize you're playing off each other's energy always. Maybe not in your conscious awareness, but it's happening. There's a connection that exists beyond time and space. Sometimes you may feel each other's energy more, others not so much. But this is one of those times where you may be playing off each other's energy. So let's look at the moon. Yeah, wow, okay. Oh. They kind of wanted to be there for you, but they know they didn't show up. And so as a result, they're now stuck and living in fear and living with all the uncertainty and all that apprehension and all the what ifs and woulda, coulda, shouldas, because they may have walked away from someone that really needed them to show up for them, right? That's their King of Pentacles energy lying dormant in the recesses of their unconscious awareness. And all they know is, well, I don't know where do I go now? What do I do now? That's what I'm hearing come through. Wow. Okay, okay. So let's look at the past, the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, so it's kind of hard to work on something and avoid it at the same time. I feel like this person knew, got clear evidence, got clear messages that there was something that they would have to put their head down and focus on and give their time to. I don't think they did. I think they went running for the hills. I think they just kind of beat feet. This feels a little like escapism, and the Ace of Swords is, you know, maybe they were working on something that they weren't really ready to face or deal with, and so they were just trying to kind of run away from it all. Underneath is this Justice card. So for some of you here, there may be a legal process involved. There may be separation or divorce or visas. I'm like trying to think of anything because I have a travel card here. And when justice comes out twice on their side and yours, that's an important aspect. So I kind of feel like for somebody here, there may be a legal process that became a hiccup. And instead of dealing with it directly, and this person knew that that was on them, they just ran. So this is what's left over, unresolved, is that Justice card. Justice is also about accountability. And maybe that's what you're waiting for here. And what you may find comes of the whole situation is this person finally holds themselves accountable and gives you back some sense of balance. But I feel like they left that. I feel like they kind of left you hanging. They didn't show up. Oh my gosh. All right, so they want to come back, but they're resisting. It's this, they want to talk, but they know you're going to have a lot of pointed questions. Because I almost feel like this is the Aquarian here of feminine. Doesn't matter the sign, but I'm feeling the air energy. So here's their present experience in the connection is all about communicating, but they know they might be interrogated a bit, right? Queen of Swords is affable enough, right? She enters the conversation with neutral energy, non-emotional, very practical, just the facts, ma'am. So it can be a bit like being interrogated because there's not a lot of emotional energy behind the Queen of Swords. She has empathy, don't get me wrong. She has the capacity for compassion, but she's not there for that. She leaves all that at the door before she comes in. And I feel like this person is like, if I return, I know what I'm walking right into. And so in their unconscious awareness, the psyche, they're like pulling back, like, yeah, I don't think I'm ready for that. I'm not ready for 24 questions. Oh my gosh. So we have someone here who's just plain scared. That's it. They operate from fear. That's ego. In the morning musing, the devil came out twice, and I think I mentioned there, devil can just be ego and fear and wanting to kind of keep things as they are. I'm seeing the softer side of all that come through here is why I brought that up. Okay, 8 of Swords with the Page of Pentacles. There's the Emperor. Page of Wands. So it feels, and I have said this in a couple of different readings, that part of what is keeping this masculine stuck is it's new territory for them. So even that first step forward, it's almost like it's off the cliff. And they have to trust that the net will appear. And I'm not sure they do. They don't trust themselves, but they should. And so in essence, with the 2 pages here, it's almost like if they kind of get that motivation, if the page comes from the top of the deck, they'll strike the match, they'll just go for it, they'll figure it out, and they'll build the plane while they're flying it. That's what's coming through. But for now, they don't have that confidence. There's a lot of self-doubt because this is new territory for them going forward. So I feel like the stuck energy persists. I think it persists. That may be a time, say, like a stalling for time kind of a device too. The Eight of Swords can be that. Like while I'm trying to sort it all out and put all the pieces together in my mind before I take that first step. But the only way out is through. And I think this person really struggles to overcome their fears. It could be fears of anything, fears of rejection, fears of having to answer for themselves, fears of being held accountable, for someone else's pain and disappointment and heartache. You know, I'm not seeing a bad person over here. I'm just seeing someone who ducks for cover. Five of Cups, Four of Pentacles, Three of Cups, Two of Swords. Could be some third party here, but could also just be, and I'm only saying that because sometimes when I see lots of regret energy and lots of garden energy in a Three of Cups, it's because there's third party energy. Doesn't have to be the case. I'm actually feeling like whoever this is over here, and I am assuming I'm talking about a feminine Aquarius, I don't think you've let go of the potential for reunion. I feel like this is the Three Cups spilled over here, and here it is upright in celebration, joined together. And I feel like that's something you're holding on tight to, right? Like a pit bull with a bone. There's just something there you're not letting go of, and yet you're still in the recesses of your mind working it out. You're reaching crossroads energy with this Two of Swords. You're really quieting your mind and trying to get clear about, you know, your decision-making process with regard to this. And maybe that's why you're not letting go as of this moment, because you don't have all the clarity you need about how you want to move forward. So I am feeling like there is some, as weird as it is to say about the Five of Cups and the Four of Pentacles with the Three of Cups, is I feel there's some kind of hope here that you're gripping onto, that you may still be able to reconcile, to come back together, and to celebrate that reunion. Death in the past. Seven of Cups. Yes, something ended. You don't even have a clue why. I feel like it was so confusing. This person just kind of skulked away and did a disappearing act. And I feel it left you with a whole lot of emotional confusion, overwhelm, all the myriad ways you could have tried to process it all emotionally, and that just makes things worse sometimes. Here's the Ace of Wands, but there's like this opportunity. We have this I can almost hear it being said, but wait, there's so much good here. There's so much passion. This can't be ending. This can't be dying. There's King of Swords underneath. We have a King and Queen of Swords here. Double hit of air, could be double air sign relationship I'm speaking about. But I almost feel like this person, whoever they are, kind of just disappeared and grew very cold. You're the queen, they're the king. That's how it's coming through. Grew very cold, and you were running very, very hot. You were feeling all the potential, the divine gift of, you know, inspired passion that is the Ace of Wands, and this person does a disappearing act and you don't have a clue. So I feel it. I feel it. I also feel, let me just say for giggles here, I feel it was the beginning of a transformation for you. Because the Death card can be endings, but if you look carefully, there is a sun breaking on the horizon in the background, and there is this white rose of peace on that very doom and gloom flag. There is hope for a new day. There is hope that whatever dies off, something new will be born into its place. This is a card of Scorpio, which is death and rebirth. So I'm feeling it may have begun a very, it could have been some dark night of the soul with this Seven of Cups here for you, but the end result may have been your own transformation for the better. I know, it's heavy, but it's good. It's all positive here. King of Cups. Yeah, you want to know, you know, where's this person at on an emotional level? Are they available? Nothing's moving. Everything is just kind of suspended in midair. But there's all this love here underneath. So I do feel your present energy here is you're more curious about it. I'm not feeling, you haven't let go. That's why the Five of Cups doesn't feel like sadness or grief to me. It feels like you're kind of frozen in that spot relative to this person. You have clearly moved on in a good way. Yes, you've done your work. You've been on your solitary journey. I feel as if in this energy right here, Aquarius, you're more curious about what's going on. I mean, I've surrendered to all of it, but there's so much love here. And it's almost as if you're looking to see where they're at on an emotional level. Are they free? Are they available? Do they think of me? You know, do they hold me in their heart like I hold them in mine? It feels more inquisitive, more like curiosity with the Page of Swords there. And like you're waiting for the enlightenment around it. It's okay. I don't feel you're suffering like I did when I first saw the Five of Cups. I feel like you're holding on. There's some hope that this can be rectified, but you haven't quite decided. So let's look at justice for your future position. Six of Swords, King of Wands, Eight of Wands underneath. Interesting. So they have Eight of Wands right now. You're mirroring them in the future, but you've got it tucked away. So I kind of feel like there may be an opportunity for communication. I feel this person would need to kind of show or demonstrate some kind of interest. You know what I mean? The King of Wands knows what they want. And I'm not thinking it's you. I think it's about this other person. What would level the playing field? What would give you this restored sense of balance to the point where you could move forward, have the peace of mind, move to calmer waters? It would be this person demonstrating some measure of interest, in what you're going to be holding in the recesses of your mind is, I'm open to hearing what they have to say. Okay? I don't think that you're going to take the action. I don't think you're the initiator. I think you're suggesting that it would be great and it would create a level playing field if this person returned to sort of express their interest in how you're doing, what you're up to. You know what I mean? Just catching up kind of energy, but that it's interest. And then the communication would be something you'd be open to. So this feels really kind of nice, actually. I do feel that this person will be stuck unless or until they get brave enough to take that first step, because they've got more to learn. But this is just where you are individually. The extended, I'm moving all these cards up, so this is still the reading I'm operating off of, but I'm going to pull a spread for the two of you together. We're going to look at opportunities, challenges, and, you know, potential results. I'm going to pull messages to and from each other. What are you trying to communicate? What are they trying to say to you? What are you saying to them at 5D? I'll pull hidden energies. What's going on behind the scenes you may not know about, but should or would want to. A message from Spirit for guidance and direction. And then an outcome card, what you might be able to expect going forward. And some oracle to close out. But let me tell you who showed up energetically. We have Pisces is the moon. Perfect for this Jupiter-Neptune conjunction. King of Pentacles is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Justice is out twice. That's Libra energy. We have the full moon in Libra coming up. King and Queen of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarian energy. The Knight of Wands is Sagittarian energy. The Emperor is Aries. We've got Scorpio is the Death card. King of Cups can be Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. More Pisces in the Hanged Man. King of Wands can be Aries, Leo, Sag. I do want to note that these two cards here are both Virgo energy, and the next card out is the Lovers. Beautiful. So I only look at that to kind of get a feel for the overall energy of the reading. And you're very much on your own and independent. You're much wiser now for all the deep work you've done. You are, you know, coming home to self here in this Lovers card, but in consideration of your beloved and being open to receiving their positive energy should they reach out. That's what I see. So if this is resonating for you and you want to dig a little deeper into this connection, the link's below. I'll see you there. Otherwise, stay well. Enjoy this powerful energy, and I'll see you in a future reading. Bye for now.